Is being pretty important? If someone asked this question when I was in middle school, I would have said yes immediately. Now that I'm older, my honest response would be within reason. It really isn't that important in certain aspects. Many guys tell me that they love when girls are natural, without makeup, that girls are beautiful in many shapes and sizes. Meanwhile, they're creeping on models who have perfect bodies and glammed up with makeup. Porn with girls with cake makeup and fit bodies. Why do guys say that when they get obsessed with certain famous internet starlets? Makes me wonder if they're just settling on a girl because of the reality of it all, is that they couldn't end up with someone like Kate Upton. To be honest, any girl can become pretty. In my opinion, with the right clothes, makeup, lighting, hairstyling would make any girl extra glamorous. I remember before I got into makeup in middle school, my ex had on his desktop, the background, a Yumi Hamasaki, a beautiful Japanese pop singer who I may have a similar look to, minus the dolled up look. I remember one day, when I was over, he had changed it again to another background. And, I turned to him and I was like, would you ever put a picture of me there? You're not pretty enough. And that's what he said. Those words echoed in my mind. It stung. I remember crying when he pushed me down and he held my chin up and explained that I wasn't skinny enough. Perhaps if I exercised more. That's what he said to me. He actually told me perhaps if I exercised more I'd become skinnier too. He brushed through my hair and told me perhaps if it was dyed it'll make me look closer to Ayu. He stared into my eyes and said perhaps surgery to make them a little bit bigger and get your jawline skinnier, higher cheekbones, a boob job should suffice, maybe even some liposuction. I remember he sat me down at some other time and he played a music video with another Asian pop artist. He tilted my head, angled it a little bit, and he smirked. You look just like her from this angle. God, my ex-boyfriend was such a douchebag. I felt so ugly, and luckily, when we grew up, he apologized to me in high school. And, he was in the wrong mindset. It still haunts me, and because he said those things when I was younger, it still, it still hurts me. This is based off my experience in living in New York City and going to school. And guess what? I have a more casual look, and I usually don't have makeup on. I actually don't. I'm too lazy. I actually would rather sleep in a lot more and then wake up, brush my teeth, brush my hair, and then run to catch the train. So that's pretty much how I do it. I'm pretty lazy. I mean, unless I'm going out to see, friends. But my thoughts are, I'm not there to attract anyone. Wake up, 1 hour or 2 hours early just to look pretty for school is pointless. I'm usually in sweatpants or in a gaming t-shirt with my dorky glasses on. I think people do feel at ease when they talk to me because of the casual look. Days when I had, dressed up for a meeting, audition, or meet up with friends, I usually like to have leggings, a long shirt that hugs my body and ends at my booty, and a nice posh trench jacket. Makeup done, heels, contacts on, and I would get catcalls. I would catch glimpses of guys checking me out, guys approaching to me, and they're always like, can I get your number, girl, can I get your number? And of course, my friends at school act nervous around me. I remember a funny incident where I was introduced to a bunch of guy friends and I was single at the time, and at that very day I was dressed very low-key and my interaction with them was pretty okay. The next time I met up with them, I had an interview, so I was already dolled up. They didn't recognize me and I pretended not to know them, and I even reintroduced myself again. Still didn't ring any bells. It did get me to realize that I'd want a boyfriend who would like me not only for my looks, but especially for who I am on the inside. And besides, I do like to lounge around at home without makeup sometimes because it's, I can breathe. Although I really don't put that much makeup. At most, I like to conceal my dark eye circles and I like to put eyeshadows on my eyes. That's all I need if I really had to tone everything down. Anyway, just the same way, I wouldn't want to be with anybody, because they're just pretty. I care about personality most of all. Why should you be just, a pretty face if you don't have any chemistry at all? Dull conversations, quiet evenings. I rather have myself laughing off my ass while playing video games with someone who really loves me for who I am, regardless how I looked, and also I wouldn't care how he looks either. Because, when you're happy, you're happy. I think it's hard as a girl to stray away how beauty is perceived when we're flooded by magazines, the fashion industry, ads, and people around us that influence what we think beauty is. That's why when I hear that my guy friend is trying to get with a super popular girl that he may or may not have a chance with, but has this best friend girl under his nose who's very cute but not as pretty as the girl he wants, and is probably going to be a better girlfriend to him than this pretty person who actually doesn't even know who he is or even exists. Pretty or plain, I think having both worlds is great. Just try to realize if people really like you for who you are or what you portray, that those people are the people that you want to really be with. They are the ones that will be true friends. I sometimes do look into the mirror and I think that I am pretty. And sometimes I'll look again and I think that I'm ugly or not good enough. I treat people all the same unless they mistreat me. I don't think looks have anything to do with, what a person can, make you laugh, like I said before. And if you can get along with them, smile, talk, and, you're personally a genuine good person, I will think you're a beautiful person on the outside, on the inside. What's really interesting is when you get to know someone, they become more beautiful day by day. It's your personality that I care about. We all come from different sizes, colors, and shapes. We're all unique. So please try not to judge a book by its cover, and maybe you'll find that special someone. What do you guys think? Is being pretty important? Have you ever come across a time when you were treated differently? If you have a topic you'd like me to talk about, please comment below. Love you guys.